Good evening and welcome back to Fair Weather Trains. Today we're going to have a look at a couple of Bachmann diesels that we picked up from a local train fair some time ago. We've not had them out of the box at home or run them yet, although obviously we did have them out at the train fair to check they looked alright. So we're going to open them up, have a quick look, give them a run and then discuss whether they were worth the money. So first off, we've got this one. This is obviously a Class 66. On the end of the box, it's in Direct Rail Services livery, number 32731, being the Bachmann code. Yeah, the picture may even represent the loco in the box for a change. You can see the price there was 89, reduced to 79. I can guarantee we paid less than that. Now, I'm a big fan of these Bachmann blue ribbon diesels. They're all really good around that time, fantastic runners. I know a lot of them have probably been updated since then, but I just like these, and very slowly the prices, the second-hand prices are starting to come down of some of them. But they are extremely well put together with good motors and drive systems and whatever. And in some cases, some of the newer ones they've apparently retooled are not as good as the old ones. So let's drag this one out and let's see what we think. So there's the picture on the front. 66406. We'll see if they see even the same loco in the box. We've got the usual stuff on the back about these locos and their history, and inside nothing. That's good. So there it is in the box. So it's 66407, this one. So not the one pictured, but first impressions are that looks really nice. It's certainly heavy. I think there's some bits in there. I'm not sure what we got in there. I need my tweezers to get them. I don't know what that is. What have we got in here? Whatever it is, it don't want to come out. There we go. So I imagine that's a front plough, but that other thing there looks like a chip. And I've also got that in the box. I don't do DCC, as you know. I don't know whether that's a blanking plug or an actual chip. So if that means anything to anybody, if it does, yeah, stick it in the comments. As I say, we haven't actually track tested these, so I'm hoping it's not DCC. Or if it is, it will still run on DC. So we got it out of the box. Yeah, I've got to say that's pretty nice. The livery's nicely done. A little bit on the dusty side, as you can see. Yeah, nice exhaust detail and see-through grills. See all the way through to the bottom there. Just about, if you get the light right. It's another awful dingy day here today, so yeah, not nice. At least it ain't raining at the moment. So we've got these grills here, which are just plastic. assuming they're plastic, but it's nicely done. It's very fine. Yeah, direct rail services. Bogies look great. They've picked out steps that move with the bogies. Yeah, nice wire, separately fitted wire handrails there. The printing, as usual, is marvellous. Don't know if it will focus on that. Yeah, just about inside we have, yeah, plenty of cab detail, plenty of dust, that's fine. Yeah, that's nice. Oh, we do have a driver in there as well. Those wipers are nice and fine. You've got some screw link couplings fitted. Well, it looks like they are anyway. But these little pieces here, they're really nice. Couple of lamp irons, sprung buffers, nice little cap there. I don't know what would go in there. Is that where the fuel goes? I wouldn't have thought so, but you never know. Not sure what the lighting options are on this, but as you saw, I haven't got any instructions. Yeah, it needs a bit of a brush up though, doesn't it? You see the driver, just plenty of decals, they all look good. I would imagine, as usual, this will be a central motor with 1 or 2 flywheels and drive shafts to both ends. We've got on off, presumably that's the lights. What off and on is, I don't know. Normally they say day or night, but yeah, that one don't, obviously. Yeah, nice bogey detail on that, plenty of depth to it. Yeah, I do like these era Bachmann diesels. They are really nice. With cab detail that end, I think. If I can get the light right, which I can't. Oh yeah, you can just make out some there. Right, so I think we better find out how much this weighs. This is a nice looking diesel, isn't it? Needs a brush up, yes, but really shows it up looking at it on a camera though. Yeah, that looks really nice. Right, I think we better stick this on the scales and then see if it even runs. Right, so let's check out the weight of this, class 66. 534 grams. Said it was a bit meaty, didn't I? Right, it needs to go on the track. So there's the DRS 66 down on the track, all ready for its first run, with me anyway. Let's see if it even goes. Just turning it up slowly. I think, as I've said before, even these second-hand ones, when I get them, I will give them a good run in. I don't think I can complain too much about that. You should be able to see the red lights on the back. See if they change to white, make sure they work. Yep, just the right-hand one's on. Well, the right-hand two, actually, I think. Just get me handheld, that'll be easier. There's not to be too much wrong with that. Let's give it 50%. A little bit of a slowdown on those horrible Hornby curved points. Let's bring it back at 50. So it's not ridiculously fast or anything, which is good. And certainly a lot quieter than my Lima 66. So what I'll do is I'll change that switch on the bottom to off, and we'll see what difference that makes. Right, I've changed that switch to off. It actually turns the whole lights off by the looks of it. Let's come back. Or maybe it just turns the rear lights off, the tail lights. Let's bring it back. Yeah, it does. I did notice that the light above the cab windows comes on as well, I think. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so that's very nice. That's only going to get better with running, isn't it? So let's just have another look around it before we set it off. We'll have a look at the other one. Do like the representation of the exhaust on the top. That's really nice, and those that grille on the roof. Sets it apart from the old Lima ones. As you can see, the white handrails there around the doors. Bogies all looking good. Yeah, very nice too. So I can set that one off. We'll listen out for any crashes or explosions as it goes round, and we'll have a look at the other one. It is nice and quiet. So the second one we got from the recent train fair was this one, a Class 37. Do you know what? I can't remember what livery this is in. Presumably it may be that. Picture there at Bristol Temple Meads, 37411. It's from the same time period and series, the blue ribbon. And you can see this one was also reduced to 65. So the end of the box for this is Class 37-4 3743 Intercity Bully Day. How do you pronounce that? Bully Day? Well, that's how I'm going to pronounce it, Bully Day. So same story as before. This one, we looked at it at the train fair. It's not been out of the box, and I've not tried running it, so we should be doing that, I think. Then I forgot paperwork, but this I might have. So there's the picture that was outside, courtesy of X-Rail, nice and local to me. Some gubbins on the back, which you can see there. Nothing inside, but I think I saw some paperwork with this one. So what have we got? Oh, nameplates. X nameplates. Oh, that's nice. Yep, nice X nameplates. And then we've got exploded diagram. Yeah, usual central motor 2 flywheels, all that jazz. Don't need to go into that because I don't have no intention of taking it apart. Guarantee that's probably expired. Collectors Club, not particularly interested in that, thank you though. And that's that. Right, let's get this properly out of the box and have a look. But it looks, first look, that's nice. That's nice again. Yeah, that's looking good. Right, let's get that out of the box. In the box there's a bag of unopened bits. I mean, I'm glad it's unopened because there's a very good chance I won't be fitting them because I can hardly see them. Bearing in mind this is on 3 times magnification at the moment. I don't know what a lot of those bits are. Maybe it tells you in the instructions. But yeah, lots of bits. Nice that it's unopened though. That tells you this loco hasn't had a lot of work. This one's got to be heavier. Feels a bit heavier. First thoughts. Yeah, that does look nice again. Again, nice bogies, extremely meaty. I mean, I would say I do have an Akira Scale 37 and it is a small step down from that, I would say. But not by a lot. And with this one, there's probably less stuff to fall off just by looking at it. But again, the paint's really nice. There's a little bit of a over spill there, but that's, so I've got this on 3 times magnification, so I wouldn't notice that without that. These grills are very nice. Yeah, they are plastic, but they look the job, do the job. Printing and the labelling's good. You've just watched me get out of the box and get that out of the box, yet it already has one of my dog hairs on it. Quite sure how that ever happens. Nice recessed doors. Not sure what that is there, but it looks good. Yeah, fuel tank. That does look good. I've got to say that does look really good. Everything about that is nicely done. Got a driver. Yeah, they should all put drivers in these. You're paying 200 quid for an engine. You should at least have a driver. Now it looks like it's got a decent amount of lights on this. Sprung buffers, of course. Again, really nice wipers. A really well-defined hatch on the what's the word I'm looking for? Bonnet. That'll do. You know what I mean. Wouldn't surprise me. That is so good that that's separately fitted. I'm not sure though. That's really nicely done. Just gonna wonder if it's one of these where the doors open. I don't know why I care about that, but no, it's not. That's fine. Again, the painting's all really nice. Grill's good. Yeah, this is a lovely model. If only I could pronounce the name. Bully Die. Wonder what that means. I might have to look that up to find out. Cab detailing. It must be, I would think. Can we get in there? Looks like it. Anyway, let's have a look at the roof and we'll come back to that. Does that fan spin? No, it doesn't, but it looks good. Got 2 horns on the top. Lots of well-defined hatches on there. Exhausts, 2 horns this end. Yeah, this is another good one. Let's just see if I can get in the cab. Yeah, there's definitely some detailing in there and there. Yeah, I like this. Can see why we bought it. Lovely. Right, we better get this weighed and we'll see how heavy that one is. We better check out the weight of bully die there. 588, so it's slightly heavier than 66, but not by much. Right, let's see if it even works. So there's a 37 in intercity livery down on the track, ready for its first test. I've turned off the 66 to take away any sound. So let's just see if we can get this one going. So I'm turning it up slowly. Oh, we're away. Well, that's good. I did notice with this one there's no light switch on the bottom. Yeah, you can see the lights come on. Check out the rears. It looks like one yellow and one white, but nothing on the rear, no tail lights. It doesn't look like it. Right, let's give it some 50%. Back the other way. There's a bit of flywheel effect going on there as well. A little bit of noise to it, other than on the track. Well, considering I haven't done anything to this, not even cleaned the wheels, in fact didn't even look at them properly. Yeah, you can hear there's a little bit of possible vibration-y type noise. But these weren't quiet in real life, were they? In fact, it's quieter in that direction. Which means a good run may well do this some good. So we're going to set that off at 50 and make sure it can do a lap, I think. That's one lap completed, and the 66 is off again. Lovely, lovely. Lovely smooth runners. 37 there. It's probably my only two matching intercity coaches. So that's those two rather nice Bachmann blue ribboned era diesels, the 66 and the 37. Both appear to be gorgeous runners. They will get a little bit of work on them just to make sure they're greased up and oiled properly, but that's straight as they came. What did we pay for them? Well, as you might have guessed from the video title, we gave 90 quid and got the two, so 45 quid each. I definitely think they were worth that. Certainly they're they run well. They're decently detailed. Yeah, they're not quite a Curascal standard, but then nothing's fell off them. So I'm sure all the bits that fell off my Curascal diesel, if I hadn't stuck them back on, they'd be as detailed as these. Yeah, so absolutely worth it. What do you think of them? As I say, we gave 90 quid for the two. That was their first run. I've done nothing to them. There doesn't seem to be a lot wrong with them. No instructions for one of them, I suppose. And then the surprise of the etched nameplates, which incidentally, those of you who actually fit them onto your locos, how do you do it? Super glue, tiny bit of blue tack? What's your preferred method? Just let me know, because I've never fitted them myself, and I might do with this one. But yeah, they're both really nice. Both thumbs up from me. I always look out for Bachmann diesels from this era, and I don't think I've had a bad one yet, to be honest. I had one that was a bit iffy, a Freightliner one, but that turned out it was DCC fitted but ran on DC, and the chip was a bit knackered, so when I just changed it for a blanking plug, it was absolutely perfect. But yeah, good stuff these, I must admit. If you know anything about them, when they're what sort of year they're from, I think it's probably on the flap of the box somewhere, but yeah, really good, really happy with them for 90 quid. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. I thought it was about time we had a look at something English for a change, and we'll see what we've got coming up next. Probably something, or if we get anything at all from the NEC, we shall see. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one, and bye for now. Let's see if they'll pull away. Yeah, I was expecting the 66 to move there. I got hold of the wrong knob, if you pardon the expression.